Hello. Today's reading is chapter 19 from the book of Matthew. And in this chapter, there's three main topics that were discussed. Jesus was talking about divorce, Jesus blessing the little children, and the rich young man. In the teachings in this chapter, they continue to explain how we should treat others and what we need to do to be in God's favor. The Pharisees were testing Jesus by asking if divorce was allowed. My understanding of Jesus' answer is that when marriage happens, it is God's intention that it be forever. It was stated that man should not separate what God has put together. That being said, there are reasons that a marriage does not last, and that God and only God may allow for a marriage to separate. God forgives us, but we must also grant forgiveness. Marriage is not something that should be taken lightly and needs to be worked at. In addition to this, it was stated that marriage is not meant for everyone. One must know themselves and what he or she truly needs to be complete in their own lives and what they need to do to serve God the best. Jesus spoke about the children and how they should not be kept away from him. Children belong to God's kingdom because they are still innocent and have not had the chance to do wrongs like an adult. We need to find a way to be childlike in our lives and our intentions to be a part of God's kingdom. The final part of this chapter speaks about the rich man who was following all of God's commandments, but then he continued to ask what else he needed to do to have eternal life. Jesus told him that he needed to sell everything, and when the man heard this, he was not happy. In my opinion, the rich man was still serving two masters. He was serving God and his money. He had something that he had that could help so many people, and he needed to recognize this and help others as God would have wanted him to do. Sometimes being good is just not enough. We need to go that extra step to make a difference in someone else's life, and in turn, we will see a difference in our own lives and in our relationships with God. Have a good day.